Kristin Binford. I am a wedding venue owner. This is actually my venue right behind me on the image here today. We are just west of St. Louis. We host about 100 weddings a year, and this is our 10th year in business. So I am also a business coach for wedding venue owners around the country, and I wanted to pop in here today to share with you some things that are on my mind because it's engagement season. Everybody, happy January. I hope the start to your 2023 is going super well. Now, if you do not yet have notifications turned on for our content that we share, so whether you're in our wedding venue owners group on Facebook, it's called Wedding Venue Owners Building and Running a Profitable Wedding Venue. If you're not following us yet on YouTube or on Instagram or TikTok, I highly suggest that you follow us there because we have lots of great things planned in 2023. We're going to have some more interviews with other wedding venue owners. We have lots of topics that we want to bring you. So I highly recommend that you go ahead and turn your notifications on. Now, let's talk about engagement season. That's the topic for today. If you are watching this the first time we promote it and share it live, go ahead and comment live below. If you are watching this later, comment #replay. Now, I wanted to talk just for a couple of minutes today about KPIs, key performance indicators as a wedding venue business. Now, it's really easy. I see kind of two schools of thought here. Either people are tracking absolutely nothing in their business, and so they're just excited for engagement season to be here, or they are so mired down in all of the details and all of the strategies and all of the things to pay attention to that it can become pretty overwhelming. So inquiries is a metric that some could argue is a really important metric to be keeping track of in your business. I personally am about to say something that you might be shocked by, but to me, inquiries are just a vanity metric. Here's why. If you are requiring couples to reach out to you for basic information, basic things that they would be curious about if they were considering booking your venue, pricing being one of them, but not the only thing. When someone reaches out to you and inquires, that is an unqualified lead. You have no idea whether that is a lead worth chasing or not, right? So inquiries, especially if those are unqualified leads, to me is not one of the KPIs to really pay attention to in this business. Now, tour requests, on the other hand, a much more valuable number to be paying attention to in engagement season, but all year long in your business. Now, here's where this gets a little bit tricky. It's a very critical number in your business. If you're not getting tours booked, if you are not having those at-bats to have conversations with potential couples, then that's a big opportunity. It's potentially a big gap in your business, right? But here's the other thing. I see it happen all the time. Venue owners get really focused on, we want more tours, we want more tours. And I see this, I'm a venue owner myself, right? So I get all of the advertisements and the emails and the ads that you guys do as venue owners. And I see lots of people promising, we'll get you more tours. We'll promise we'll get you more tours. But listen, I am not interested. I don't believe you, if you want to grow your business and protect your time, should be primarily focused on getting more tours booked. Here's why. I want more qualified tours to book. If your tour on average is, let's say, an hour, just for round numbers, and let's say you're booking 3 out of 10 tours, that means you're spending 7 hours with couples not booking your venue. And if you get more tours booked, potentially you'll book a few more weddings, but you're also going to spend a lot more time to book a few more weddings. So to me, getting more tours booked is a critical number in your business, but only if, or primarily if, the tours that you book are more qualified, meaning they're a better match for your venue. They're more likely to book, okay? Now, if your tour to booking ratio is less than 40%, so if you're booking 1 or 2 or 3 tours out of 10, or even 4 or 5 tours out of 10, I would say there's definitely still opportunity for you in your business to squeeze more juice out of the orange and make your tour to booking ratio higher than that 40% range. I think that that's kind of low end of what's possible when you get this right in your business. Now, I want to encourage you today, to start thinking a little bit differently than I hear a lot of like experts and gurus in our business, primarily people who don't actually own wedding venues themselves, talking about. So often what I hear, kind of messaging to wedding venue owners is thinking about downstream from the tour. I hear it when we talk to wedding venue owners on discovery calls. It's like, oh, Kristin, I'm not good enough at closing, or, I know I need to be better at follow up, or I know I need automation to be, in my business because I'm not following up enough. We hear it a lot. We're marketed to a lot that those are the solves, or just getting more tours booked are the solves if you want your business to grow, right? But here's what I would say about that. A lot of times venue owners are stuck in this place where you're too big to be small and too small to be big. And if your business did grow, the systems, the structure, and I don't mean system like software, guys. I mean, the way you're running your business, you become the limiting factor, right? There's only so much time you have to give tours. If you're not booking more of those tours, you're not creating significant enough gains in the business to hire somebody else, right? So there's levers to look at outside of, how do I follow up better? How do I do this magic close at the end of my tour that's going to get couples to say yes, right? I have a belief that we're not going to convince anyone to book our venue. And so if you're feeling like, I need to learn to be a salesperson, like if you're naturally a salesperson and that feels great to you, awesome. But if that is outside of your comfort zone, I would say that there's lots of things in life that are beyond your comfort zone that you need to stretch into, but like learning to close or learning to sell, I don't believe that couples today, first of all, I do believe that they're smart, and I don't think they want to be sold. We want to buy, couples want to buy, we all want to buy, right? We all love a great buying experience, but most of us don't enjoy feeling sold. And I think the stakes are even higher in the business of weddings because it is a business, but to couples, they don't want it to feel like we're treating it like a business, right? So instead of kind of looking downstream of, how do I close better? How do I follow up better? How do I get software in my business? How do I put text messaging in my business? All of these things that I hear so many people in the industry talking about downstream. I really want to challenge you to stop in your business today and look upstream. And I really feel like this is a major reason why we've had so much success in this business. I don't say that boastfully. I say that just to give you context. Right now, I think we have 103 weddings booked in 2023 and 65 weddings booked in 2024. Since the day after Christmas, we've had more than 20 tour requests, right? So, but it's not because we're focused on the downstream. It's because we've done a better job, I believe, focused on the upstream in the business. So what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is, what does the market need, right? Couples today have more choices than ever. That is forever going to be true. More and more venues are going to continue to open, right? So 10 years ago, when we started our venue, we were basically nothing but a roof. We didn't have the fireplace or the garage doors. We didn't have heat. We didn't have air. The venue looked a lot different 10 years ago, but you know what? So did our competitive set. Our competitive set was a very, very lightly restored historic barn. Now, which are beautiful, right? I'm just saying this is how much the marketplace has changed in 10 years. Now our most direct competitors have spent $5 million building a venue, right? So the marketplace has changed a ton in the last 10 years. So gone are the days where you could build it and they will come, right? And from a practical perspective, because of the reschedules of 2020 into 2021, calendars were impacted. 2022 for many venues were just booming, busting years in terms of desirability, number of couples booking. And 2023 is feeling different. And if you're feeling like 2023 is looking or feeling different, you're not alone. But I also challenge you to say that just means that you need to sharpen your pencil. You need to take a look at the business. And I really want to invite you to just set down the belief that there's this one thing like, oh, if I just got more tours booked, or, oh, if I just knew how to close better. There's not one thing. If you ask me, Kristin, how do you have so many weddings booked right now? It's because we've gotten really good at the steps all the way through the process. So let me give you just a quick overview of a couple of the things I want you to be thinking about upstream. So what does the marketplace need? If you're just another pretty venue that couples have to choose from, it becomes a fight on price. And some people are struggling for 2023, you guys, and we're seeing more discounting happen. Competing just on price is a race to the bottom. So getting really clear on what I call the opportunity pocket. What is the area of the industry that is not yet oversaturated that you can start to build your business around? Okay. You also need to get really clear on what is your value proposition. If you don't know why couples choose you, and I see this all the time, we look at wedding venues websites, or we're having conversations with venue owners, and really it's just like, here's our price. Well, it's great that you're transparently showing your pricing, right? Couples want less friction in the buying process. But if you're just competing on pricing in some pretty pictures that you have on your website, I'm going to tell you, you're leaving a lot of opportunity on the table. Couples need to understand your value proposition and why they should choose you. Okay, so this is what I mean by looking upstream. Then you need to be looking at, how do I communicate that value proposition clearly and articulately across my website, across my social media channels, throughout my tour, throughout the process of managing a client in wedding days. So there's a lot of opportunities if you pause today and look upstream, but I bet a lot of people watching this video today are focused on the potential downstream solves. But when you fix it up here, it has more opportunity for growth, right? Because when you fix things early in a process, the ripple impact can be potentially much greater. Okay, now, just real quickly here, I also want to speak to some advice that I feel like is bad advice in the wedding industry, and it's contributing to burnout. And y'all, a lot of people love engagement season. This is an exciting time of year. But if you think back to the end of the fall 2022 season, a lot of venue owners were feeling and experiencing burnout. And if you want to not be living in that place in 2023 and beyond, you're going to have to make different decisions in your business. But the risk here is I'm hearing some things in the industry that I think are adding to burnout that I just want to say, like, it doesn't have to be that way. I've seen some advice on you have to respond within 5 minutes to an inquiry. Ooh. No, thanks. I mean, do you want to be attached to your phone 24/7? If you have to respond to an inquiry within 5 minutes, you're going to be completely ignoring your family. You're going to be completely focused on the business 24 hours a day. That's not where joy gets to live, guys. And if you have to respond within 5 minutes, I'm going to tell you have broken systems in your business. There are different ways to solve for that problem than being the first one to respond, right? Another piece of bad advice is like these complicated follow-up strategies that I'm hearing after the tour. Guys, I'm not going to say that there's not some opportunity there, but the fortune is not in the follow-up for wedding venues. Ooh, I said it. Somebody is not going to like that. The fortune is not in follow-up. The fortune is in the pre-work, the serving more couples, the booking more couples, the growing your business. It's in the upstream processes, not in the downstream processes. Okay. And then lastly, I just say this because I hear it so often from venue owners. It's like, Kristin, I'm not a salesperson, but I know I need to learn to sell better. I know I need to learn how to close. No, you don't. When you fix those upstream processes in your business, couples want to buy and you don't have to sell. And let me tell you, that is so much more fun for you and for them. So just in case any of you are hearing these things that I'm hearing out there in the world and feeling like the pressure of quickly following up or following up, 12 times in 12 days or whatever it is, like the things that just are adding complexity to the business that are not necessary, I want you to know they're not necessary when you fix the upstream pieces that we've talked about today. So, and I just want to remind everybody, we'll keep this video pretty short today, but I just want to remind everybody that the time is now. So often we talk to venue owners and they're like, oh yeah, tomorrow will be better. Or next week, I'm going to work on that. There's always this like something here that's on fire that we need to pay attention to right now in the business. And I get that. But from a practical perspective, it is engagement season. And that means that the time to be taking action and new action in your business, if you want a different result for 2023 and 2024 is now, not 6 or 8 or 12 or 24 weeks from now. now, right? So, and here's why this is always going to be true. You and I both sell high ticket wedding dates. If your Friday is $5,000 and your Saturday is $7,000, whatever the numbers are, every wedding that you book creates that revenue in the business. And listen, there's a lot of fixed costs in this business. There's a lot of weddings you probably have to book to be able to cover your overhead number, but past that point of break even, this business becomes pretty profitable pretty quickly. Okay. But the time is now, because dates that you don't book are always going to be the most expensive expense in your business. Okay, so, all right, my friends, that's it for my short little TED Talk here for you today. Now, full transparency, or just to be helpful to you here, there's all sorts of resources at KristinBinford.com. If you haven't joined our online community at Wedding Venue Owners, building and running a profitable wedding venue, we recommend that you join us there. Excuse me. So there's lots of resources out there. Another resource that we have for you is we do coach clients, other wedding venue owners, through the processes that we've implemented in our business. And we have had over 300 clients now over the past few years. And if you do much research at all on Kristin Binford coaching, you're going to see lots of success stories and lots of grateful people. So if you know you need to grow in this area, but you don't know how, you're welcome to book a call with our team. We'll dive in. It'll be about an hour. KristinBinford.com/accelerator is the link to book a call with our team. And we'll dive in. We'll figure out, what are the gaps that exist in your business today? What are the opportunities that exist in your business today? And once we have that clarity, we may be able to help further, or you may be able to take that clarity and use it in your business right away. So either way, KristinBinford.com/accelerator is how you book a call with our team. It is totally free. Venue owners do get one call with us. So please make sure, if you're going to book a call with us, that all business owners join the call with you, that you show up on time, that you're ready to play full out and really dive into the details of your business. Because if you want more for your business in 2023 and beyond, now is the time, my friends. All right. Kristin Binford signing off for today, and I will see you in a future video. #live if you're here when we debuted it, and #replay if you watched it later. Talk to you soon, my friends.